Yo, it's Hefty Haul HQ, rolling with the crew, moving those big loads. Yeah, you know how we do. We got the ribs, the power, the mic. From dawn to dusk, we own the night. Oversized loads ain't nothing but a thing. Got the trailer stretched out, feel the metal sing.
Welcome back to Heavy Haul HQ. I had a great idea for a video. We're gonna do the best trucks and trailers that come to our facility over the next few days. So I wanted to show you around option one, and then I got a couple more that are actually coming. So this will be a multi-day video, and we'll take a look at all the cool trucks and trailers, starting with first on our list. So this is the Landall 440B, and I wanted to show you this truck. I think it's a Peterbilt 389, but I haven't really looked at it yet. I just saw it pulling up in the yard here. So you can see that T-bar in the back. This truck will not be married with this trailer, but check out them fiberglass color matched. I really like that color pattern, and you'll see why when you see who he is. It's not a traditional California hookup, but it's got a really cool hookup here. This trailer and the truck that it'll be married with are going to have a true California hookup. And you can see why it is. It's Bert's Ranch Services, Brackettville, Texas. So look at the smokestacks, so this exhaust system is fabulous here. It's got the little Peterbilt hat in the dashboard. And he said a lot of his trucks have the cab over lights, and you can see there's like a smoky color. They do strobe patterns on those. Front grille, but I saw it pulling up. It's just a really beautiful classic truck. And then he has the Landall 440. One of the cool things about his, and he's about to leave. I was trying to come out here and catch this unit before it left. It has the toolbox lids on the side door and the top. That has to be custom ordered that way, and it's an option. I've even seen some with dual toolboxes on the top, opening or closed, but all the cross members and everything have to be designed around that. He's got the world famous AirWAY scale, and we love AirWAY scale. AirWAY scale supports TM trailer sales, and we support them. We sell a lot of those units. The Braden 20K winch, and then all the little simplistic stuff. It's a remote control operated traveling axle trailer. So the axles come forward, the tail drops, bed tilts right here. And then it's got a little roller in the deck, a powder coated frame, keyhole tie downs down the entire side. And as a custom option, it has them down the middle as well. This one has the Alcoa aluminum rims with the Meritor tire inflation system. And the last little thing, why is the ABS light strobing? There's something going on with the wiring, but I sent my guys out here once, so I think they figured it out. He's got a strobe light right there, and if you look just below of it, it has a centralized grease system. And then Landall has that amazing high visibility light package, so you can see each diode or each 3/4 inch oval light has multiple diodes in it. So that was a really cool trailer, and then we're gonna hop over to the next one, and it's gonna be a little bit later because he's coming later today, but it's a really cool blue trailer, a blue Fontaine, and a blue truck we're putting a light bar on. This is day 2, and this is the blue truck. What the hell is that? Oh, that's the liner. So I took the liner out from the inside. All right, so this is a 4-axle heavy haul truck. They took the headliner out of the inside. You can see kind of up there. All right, and then this is the way the front of the grill looks. We're putting a Whelen light bar on the top, and then 4 Whelen ion duos in the grill here. Oh, I picked up a loosey-goose bag. We don't need that. But I wanted to show you the different components, and then we'll show you the whole project in a few minutes. Give us a few minutes, we'll have it all up. So this one is really cool. Here's your ion light, that's your side profile. And you can see right there where it says Whelen and all the different things. Has a little vent port in the bottom. So those are all gonna go in the grill. We'll set that down. This is your Core C controllers. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 buttons, and then a slider. And each of these can be set to multi-tap. So you can tap each of these 3 or 4 times to get different functions. In the light bar, it has like a photo cell or whatever. So if it's daytime bright lights outside, all your lighting will be synced and it'll all have higher output on the lights. And then if it's nighttime, so you're not blinding everybody, you can set it to that photo cell. I think it's called DVI, and then all your lights will be a little dimmer. It's got slow burn and all that, and then I'll show you that in a few minutes when we get all this together. This is the expansion model, the expansion module. So you put the core C controller, expansion module. This will allow this controller to have a program that'll read between the light bar, 70-inch light bar on top, and the 4 in the grill. That's when you can see all those different trucks going down the road. You're like, what is that? How does that look so cool? That's why. Whelen is why. All your police vehicles, fire and rescue, and a lot of the rotators, wreckers, towing companies have these products. Ryan's making some brackets, and then this is the trailer we're doing for him. It's a 60 LCC, so it's a 60-ton rated trailer with a little 3-foot flip box. I think they call it 35 inches, and it's in that deep emerald blue. We're putting the TM trailer cells, light up badge. I really like the Fontaine magnitude badge. That thing looks incredible. Of course, when you get a colored matched trailer without special requests, they leave all the accents, they call it, or the yeah, basically all the other little bric-a-brac. The ramps, you'll have, if you look under here, obviously your cylinders are still gonna be black, and the frame jack. But the casting racks and cam paws are blue. The other thing we're doing on this project is the really cool, I love this, the 3 lights across the top here. There'll be red marker lights facing backwards, and then when you hit a switch on the other side, they'll turn to clear light, white light. So we have a little switch right here. And then one of the other custom things, you know, kind of, y'all have seen the channel a lot, so y'all know the other stuff. They got the 2 lockable toolboxes and the keyhole cutouts down the side. Chain up on the first axle. Your leveling valve will be on your second axle, so you can't do anything with that. And then airlift on the third axle. Everybody's really loving this control panel being in the second bolster where it used to be pushed to the back. Now it's in that second bolster. So now if you have a pin-on axle or a stinger or a spreader bar on the back, you're not fumbling around. And then he's got the Tire Max Pro. That's a Hendrickson brand tire inflation system that'll let air in or out, so it keeps it right at whatever you set those tires to, whether it's 120, 110, whatever you want it at. It'll keep it at that exact pressure for optimum tire wear. And then the oversized sign on the back. And we got to get him some TM trailer mud flaps, it looks like. So cool stuff there. That was project number 2. Give me just a few minutes, we'll get this light bar up and then we'll show you how it looks when it's done. Let's hop over to number 3. Does this make number 3? Yeah, number 3. He's got a Peterbilt truck and he has a pretty cool trailer too. I think this one's, the company's name's Caton or Kenton. Let's just go ask the owner. It was on paper, but I could only see it from far away and I'm getting old, so my eyes don't work like they used to, but I've been seeing it over the past several days. So stand by, we'll be right back. So this is me and Kyle Testerman. He was telling us that they're out of Virginia and it's called Caton Trucking. Did I say it right?
Caton Construction.
Caton Construction. You heard it here first. Caton Construction. Let's go take a look at his Peterbilt. What kind of Peterbilt you got?
2019 389.
How many horsepower is in it?
605.
605, golly.
X15 Performance Series.
That's a lot of horsepower.
And that's pretty good.
Yeah, that is pretty good. All right, so let's go look at his truck and trailer, what he's got. He's pinning the axle on now, so he's gonna have 4 in a row basically. It'll be 3 plus a flip. He's got the new bolt-on wheel covers that Fontaine provides for us. Alcoa aluminum rims. You know, all the stuff that you see on many of the channel, all the stuff that you see on many of the trailers here on the channel, with the chain up first axle, airlift third, hammer plate with cubby, down below, and they're loading up on a bunch of chains, binders, and all the rigmarole. One of the cool things about this unit is you can see them actually lit up. We got 8 markers in the back of the neck. Those are all going to burn red with clear lens, and then when you hit a switch, I believe these go to clear light. Man, that looks nice. That looks so nice. I just like watching that transition from red. And those are trucks accessories. And then I'm working with another company as well to see if we can get some RGB ones going, just that way I don't have to stock so many. It's always orders of magnitude when you have a light that goes from red to another color and then amber to another color, because now we have amber or red and blue, amber or red and green, amber or red and purple, pink, and the list goes on. And then you got different sizes: 2-inch, 2.5-inch marker, 4-inch round stop turn tail, 6-inch oval stop turn tail, and it becomes orders of magnitude. So my idea is to get them in RGB, and we'll check all the boxes at once. So stay tuned, we'll have that project coming up soon. And then let's scramble around. This is a 60-ton rated trailer. The LCC means low close couples, what I call it. So that means it's best to run 4 in a row, and you're gonna have an 18-inch loaded deck height with 6 inches of ground clearance. Super cool. The LCC comes with the flip ramps, and then he has added a flip box so that he can apply more weight deeper onto that truck. And so whenever he's trying to put a heavy load on here, a lot of it can be put onto the tractor, and then he'll have his 4 axles in the back. So that's really cool. We'll take a look at the truck real quick. It's the big heavy haul truck. You got 2 drive axles, a pusher axle with dual wheels on it. And then that's the construction group that they are. In case anybody needs any construction services in the Virginia, they're out of Hillsville, Virginia. And that's a beautiful classic Peterbilt. And there's the owner, Tim Moore. Hey Tim, good morning. Morning everybody. We're working hard, and that's the owner. Y'all don't get to see him every day because he's always busy, but that's Tim Moore. I always like these little cutouts in the fenders. Super nice. Nice meeting Kyle. So thank you, Kyle. And then now we'll wait as time progresses. We'll hop back over to the Whelen project as soon as it's done. And then the next cool truck that comes in the yard will be number 4. All right, so the next cool setup that I found to go on the list, we've seen it. It came back because he was basically, hold on, start that part over. So this next cool setup that's going on the list is that cherry plum color. It's like a cherry bomb color trailer. And so this is A&S Paving. That's Mr. Chad up on the catwalk there. He's plugging all his lines in. And I want to show you, they got a really cool Western Star truck too. So again, that's A&S Paving. They're up in like the Stone Mountain area. They specialize in obviously paving and a lot of other stuff. But look at that truck, that is so cool. They came back today because I ran out of grade 100 chains, if you could believe that, whenever they originally picked up. So he was cool enough to go ahead and he paid for all of his chains up front. I got him what he needed. You see he's got strobe lights in the grill there. This thing just looks massive. And remember we saw that one up at the MATS show, the Mid-America Truck Show last year. Got a pretty cool visor up there. He's got some little mirrors up here too. Check that out. Up top of the window. And this is a big 3-axle, 3 drive axles, so a 4-axle truck. They got some really cool fenders on it too. Michelin rubber. You can see on the pusher axle, it's got 2 tires, 2 rims. And look at that beautiful color. Of course, they've been using it now, but we just filled the chain boxes back up with some more grade 100, some frame hooks, foundry hooks, and all the cool stuff that they're gonna need as they start using this trailer. But just look at the way, it's so beautiful out today. You got the beautiful sun and the beautiful sky and those pretty clouds. Mind you, it is about 107 degrees out here though. But that color is just beautiful. You can see it kind of glisten, and anywhere it don't got mud on it. So huge shout out to them. It's that third axle is airlift on the third. And so what does that make us, number 4? And then the other guy from CLE, we started his truck and trailer, and then we're gonna follow up with it next week because financing was having some delays. And so just because of the nature of the loan, they were having a few little delays. So we'll see the guys over there again next week. We're gonna wrap up there for Friday, and then we'll hop back with you on Monday. The next one on the list is reinforced wall systems. They have a really cool truck, and they're coming to pick up their Fontaines Traverse. And they're locked in. You see the little cutout down here? I wonder if that means that Fontaines gonna start putting AirWAY Scales on all these. Oh my goodness, I got a filthy rag on it. No. I guess they're watching. I'll come pick that out of the yard later. Got all the hydraulic controls here, the tail lock here. So it looks like, from what I can tell, got your little handle for your step. The steps are pretty nice, I like it. I like it. I really like this epoxy on there. And the toolboxes are great. 18K Warren winch. I would say I'd like to upgrade to a 20K, but we haven't had any problems out of that. Let's go take a look at this truck. Looks like a Kenworth maybe. Yeah, Kenworth. It's reinforced wall systems out of Cumming, Georgia. And they got some pretty cool little headlights there. Double face lights here, red in the back, amber in the front. They're gonna get their hydraulics hooked up. All right, so he says up top there, they got a little bitty light bar because their other one is being replaced. And I told him that we have those Whelens here. You can see he's got tire inflation because this is your indicator light for your tire inflation. All your control handles, which feed through to the other side, it looks like, on these newer models. CarTech remote control system, so everything on here can be remote control operated. And boom, look, yep, AirWAY Scales. I bet you Fontaines putting that maybe stock on every unit, because we've been in the works between them and AirWAY and Fontaine to try to get one of these on all units that could really use it a lot. They got some work lights here in the back of the, I call it a bulkhead, or the transition period, the transition area, pardon me. This ramp will pop up hydraulically to give you access to the upper deck from the lower deck, and then this whole tail will articulate. It folds out and then down to create a ramp right there. They got the Tire Max Pro, Hendrickson and Tire Max Pro, so that'll let air into the tire, or pump air into the tire, and then it'll let air back out if it gets overfilled on like a hot summer day as we are today. Really nice trailer, really nice trailer. I like it. They're trying to keep everything kind of stock on here as they can. So everything that can be used, they try to just give it to every customer, which I like that mindset. You get a lot of product for the dollar. High quality, haven't had any trouble out of it. And then I had someone in the comments yesterday on one of the social media channels saying that their double coins on a 3-axle trailer got 88,000 miles city driving too. So stay tuned, we'll have that to shorts here shortly. And then we'll follow back up on the next cool truck and trailer that come in the yard. Yeah, I had my idea for this project because I see so many fantastic pieces of equipment coming by our shop, and we just love seeing them, and I figured a lot of y'all would like seeing them too. So next on our list is independent heavy hauling. They're out of Hialeah, we call it Miami, Florida. And this one already got a lot of views because it has no floor on it. And So I wanted to show you his truck, his original Landall, and where he's picking up his 317 with no floor, because he has a guy down there that does a different type of floor for him. And that's the truck, nothing crazy special, just a workhorse, little old Freightliner, just something to get the job done. And his original trailer, which is cool as all get out, is a Landall 455B. And you can see my guys over here, they're getting ready to stack that NGL next generation Landall. You can see a little sticker there. They're gonna stack it on top of the 455. That's Tim Moore and the driver for Geo. And then I was gonna scramble you around. I don't know how much I'll be able to see while they're loading. But this is their brand new 317. And there's my little yard truck, my little dirty little yard truck. So give me a few minutes, I'll let them get it stacked, and then I'll show you around that one too. Now we can enjoy a little stacking. And boom, done, they got it all stacked. Let's let them get it unchained, and then we got one more piece of equipment coming today from Command Co. We'll take a quick look around this when it gets stacked and unchained. Then when Command Co. gets here, I think they'll have some cool equipment, and we'll take a look and see what they got. We'll wrap it up. You gotta be really quick when filming around here, because you turn around and go do your job for a second, and they'll be out of here. But I caught him, because he's still got it chained down and everything. But these guys chain down quickly. So we'll go take one final look around this 317 model. We can get a little closer up now. As you can see, we got the axles rolled forward. Some of the cool features that they've added beyond the missing floor, as you can see kind of above, no floor. is they got D-rings added to the side. I like that, that's a good feature. Landall comes stock with a high visibility package on the side, but they've added Alcoa aluminum rims, Meritor tire inflation system, and then as you can see kind of underneath here, he's got not only a slide out step here, you can kind of see that little slot that it rolls in to keep it locked. But he's got a slide out step on the other side. And then up top, dual winches. He's got a winch right there, 20K Braden winch there. They've opted for the toolboxes right here on the side. And you can kind of see underneath it, they got the aluminum plate underneath there. So that way it doesn't get rusted out, and you can replace it if it does. And then up top, he's got another 20K Braden. Another thing that's easy to kind of see from under here, this type of trailer pivots from the fifth wheel plate instead of braking at the bed. So it doesn't brake here and tilt the bed back. It brakes at this fifth wheel pivot. You can see the large pin. They've opted for no AirWAY scale, which is very sad. Gio, if you're watching, why don't you have an AirWAY scale? We love AirWAY scales. You can see it has the double winch. This auxiliary is a secondary winch, and then your tilt and your axles forward and back, tilt and up and down, axles forward, back. Control panels, you can see they're just kitted out where they can have all type of options. And then something else you don't get to see without me crawling under all these is the cylinders. You see the spool valve back there. And then this is the control box for the Meritor tire inflation. So that little yellow handle right there is your shutoff valve. So if you had some kind of problem on the wheel end and it was blowing air through, you can shut off the supply to that system and keep on traveling down the road. And this is a traditional slide axle for 55 in this case, but also have 440 models, 55 ton and 40 ton respectively. You can see where this one, instead of pivoting off the fifth wheel plate, it brakes right here at the bed. And if I can get back far enough, you can kind of see that, where it'll tilt right here, all the way back. Really interesting stuff. And then we'll hop on here in a few more minutes when Command Co gets here. I'm honestly not even sure what they're getting, so it should be a surprise to me and to you. Surprise, guess who's here? Guess who's here? Y'all are never gonna believe it. Well, y'all probably will believe it, because I told you they were coming yesterday, but they couldn't come yesterday. They had gotten held up down in Florida by Command Co. And I didn't know what it would look like till they got here, but I knew the trailers were nice, and the trucks are actually very cool. So, sorry about the wait, but they're here, and we're gonna go take a look around. I gotta get a few pictures for their marketing team, which I don't normally do. I'm better at video, if you could even say that, but you could. And then I'm gonna do some short form content also. And then of course you're seeing right now our long form content. And look at those beautiful clouds behind me. Now in real life, what's behind those clouds is the sun, and it's extraordinarily hot, but we're grateful for it anyway. So let me flip you around, and we're gonna take a look at these beautiful trucks and these really amazing trailers. And when you see it, you can already tell it's big. That's a Kenworth W990. I think that's one of the biggest Kenworths they make. And yeah, that Joker's nice there. The thing's massive. Like, it may not come out on camera, but that thing is absolutely massive. And you can see the two drive axles and then the pusher axle here. That thing is just fantastic. And they're hooked up to what's called a Trail King TK80 HT. It's a hydraulically folding tail on that Joker, with what I believe to be a 20K Warren winch, toolboxes down the side, and the hydraulics. See, we're on the passenger side. The hydraulic controls come through to both sides here. It has a hydraulic ramp right here in the front. And the tail, I call it articulating. The tail folds out, so it'll go out and then down. Up, out, down. Up, out, down. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. You see the gentlemen are over there working their tails off to get the new hydraulic lines set up. It's got the Meritor tire inflation. Trail King uses AccuRide on the aluminum rims, keyhole tie downs, stake pockets, the whole 9 yards. You can see they got galvanized hinges on this model here. So the hinges here are galvanized. Work light, floodlight in the back of the bulkhead. Oh, they got a nice toolbox on the back too. That's that Brunner Fab. I've been seeing those. Every time I see those, they're very nice. Very, very nice. And they were looking at one of our Viper Red trailers over here. Let's go look at this other truck. This one looks like a T880. A little shinier, probably a little newer, or either just a different red color. Probably just a different red color. They even took care to put some tire shine on the rims and everything. How you guys doing? Yeah, that's a beautiful color there. And then this one is a different trailer.
Yeah.
This one's the same but different. It's a TK80 SA.
Well, this one's got...
So that was really fantastic. It's got like little holes here for your hand when you're jumping up on the step. These steps are actually very strong, you know, and they got a bit of little diamonds in the top for it to be able to sit on, some coating on it so it's not going to just rust away. Looks like a galvanized roller, like I said. And then this one also has the work light floodlight in the bulkhead here. And as you name it, 20K XL winch. That's the Warren Industries winch there. Toolboxes on the side with some little access panels on the top. They have a deep zinc rich primer that they put under all this paint. And again, your access controls on both sides. I believe on this one too. Let me see, can I see through here? I can't tell, but they have options for it either way. All your diamond cutouts. And just, it's a really spectacular unit. Also, tire inflation by Meritor on this one too. And some access points for all your grease and everything like that. So we'll go ahead and close out the YouTube video here. We're going to hop over and start making our short posts for all the other social media, including YouTube Shorts. Thank you so much to Command Co and all the other people that participated in this video. Couldn't do it without y'all. And then we'll see you next time. Have safe travels.
Yo, it's Happy Haul HQ. Rolling with the crew, moving those big loads. Yeah, you know how we do. We got the ribs, The power and the might, from dawn to dusk, we own the night. Oversized loads ain't nothing but a thing. Got the trailer stretched out, feel the metal sing. Trucks on the highway, flexing the muscle. Heavy haul nation, we hustle and tussle.